Welcome, Pisces. I'm truly glad to have you here at Purple Feather Tarot. I hope you're doing well right now, and more than anything, I hope this reading helps you find the clarity you've been searching for. Let's go ahead and begin your reading. We'll start by preparing your tarot deck. As always, Pisces, during this reading we'll look at your energy, the thoughts and emotions of someone who has you on their mind, and the energy of the universe, what's moving toward your life. Your cards are now ready. Let's place the deck on the table, draw the first messages, and uncover the signs the universe is sending you, what's coming your way in the weeks ahead. The first card is the Seven of Cups. This is a meaningful card for you, Pisces. It shows that new paths are opening up. The universe is about to surprise you, and that surprise will bring a quiet joy. What you've been hoping for, what you've been waiting for, is beginning to show signs of life. Especially if you've been manifesting something from deep within your heart, this may be the moment it starts to take form. It could even be a reconnection with someone dear to you. But more broadly, this is about something beautiful that manifests in your life and fills your heart with happiness. I feel your heart will soon overflow with emotion and joy. To clarify, we draw the Queen of Swords. Pisces, the universe is helping you now, making it easier for you to cut ties with energies from your past. Maybe you've been dealing with someone emotionally cold or distant, someone who left you waiting for something that never came. You grew tired of that. You've had enough of waiting. Now, you're shifting your focus. You're choosing something different, something far more abundant and aligned with who you are today. We continue your reading with the Three of Swords. This tells me you're in a time of healing. You're giving yourself a second chance. This is a card that speaks of patience and emotional strength. You've been working through heavy cycles, and it hasn't been easy, but you're doing the work. You're leaving that pain behind, and now you're starting to open up to new possibilities the universe is sending you. The next card is the Ace of Pentacles. Pisces, the universe is offering you a gift. In some cases, this may be a new person coming into your life, but for others, this is a professional opportunity, a golden door opening right in front of you. This isn't something small. What's coming is powerful. For many of you, this manifestation or miracle will be the most significant event you've experienced so far. The message is clear, a great blessing is being prepared for you, something sent straight from above. To understand this even deeper, we draw the Justice card, Divine Justice. Pisces, I see you. You've been patient. You've worked hard. You've kept quiet when others spoke unfairly. You've endured pressure, even abuse, especially in work or relationships. But the universe hasn't missed a single step you've taken forward. Even when others failed to recognize your worth, balance was always being prepared in the background. Now, because of that divine justice, you're finally receiving what was once denied to you. This card is very positive, Pisces, because if you're feeling right now that someone did you wrong, that someone treated you unfairly, or maybe you just went through a streak of bad luck, the energy is now shifting. Perhaps an employer didn't pay you what they owed, or a situation drained your efforts without giving anything in return. This moment brings back what was once taken from you. The scales are balancing. So in this case, the Justice card may represent a new and excellent job. Maybe in the past you had a job you didn't like, where you held on for too long, worked endless hours, didn't enjoy your coworkers, or felt distant from your boss. Now, balance is being restored. You're about to receive an opportunity that truly connects you with good people, with those who resonate with your energy and allow you to manifest freely and confidently. That's what this card is telling me. A divine opportunity is coming, one that brings peace, balance, and alignment into your life. Next, we draw the Four of Wands. Pisces, this is a powerful card of manifestation and celebration. I feel that soon, you'll be celebrating something important. This isn't a celebration you'll face alone. This card always points to shared joy, and your reading tells me clearly that you are someone blessed with supportive people around you. In the past, you had to deal with individuals who clashed with you, who lied to you, or broke your trust. But this card reminds you that these moments are part of your growth. As you evolve, as you become the best version of yourself, it's only natural to run into people who are not evolving at the same pace. This creates conflict, misunderstandings, and distance. But the core message of this card is that right now, you are surrounded by people who want to uplift you. There are individuals who are going to propel you forward. Even if they're not fully in your life yet, they're arriving soon. In fact, this card is deeply connected to the numerology 1111, a symbol of divine synchronicity and good fortune. So together, these two cards are telling me that by divine justice, you are about to receive a major stroke of luck. Let's move forward with your reading and pull another card to understand what cycle is ending in your life. You have drawn the Nine of Wands. I feel that in your recent past, something didn't work. You felt exhausted. You were working too much or investing deeply in someone special, but there was no fairness. You were carrying 100% of the responsibility to make something work. Now, the energy is shifting. The roles are changing. Pisces, your reading is telling me this is the time to rest, to relax, and to recharge. You are someone resilient and strong. But now, especially in your home or family environment, a shift is happening. An event is approaching that will allow you to finally set down some of those burdens. For example, if you've been the only one working in your household, now someone else is going to begin contributing, and you won't feel so weighed down. The responsibilities are starting to be shared. This card shows me that you carry a heroic energy. You've made many sacrifices. The universe has seen this. It has felt your exhaustion. And now, a completely unexpected shift is coming, one in which the universe and others step in to support you so you no longer have to feel this constant drain, this persistent lack of energy. Let's draw another card. We have the Tower. Pisces, I feel you're ending situations or relationships that no longer serve you. You are naturally patient, but when someone pushes you too far, your inner strength speaks out. This is where the Tower's energy comes in. The Tower always marks a breaking point. Someone has been testing your limits, and at this point, they may deserve a direct response. Someone is about to hear the truth from you. And that truth is long overdue. Pisces, what's unfolding right now is a quantum leap. But this leap is coming from a place of exhaustion, from a state of pressure and heaviness, into something far more free. This card makes me feel a strong positive energy. Even if things seem confusing at this moment, deep down in your heart, you know that the changes you're making are for the better. You may not know exactly what's going to happen in your near future, but I feel that these changes will lead you to a life with more calm, more joy, and more freedom. It makes me glad that these two cards came out together, because they represent the closing of a cycle. You're leaving behind negativity, you're moving on from some type of crisis that may have taken place in the past. You're walking away from bad influences, from people who may have tried to interfere with your life. This message feels incredibly freeing. Your reading tells me that a great release is taking place in your life right now. Let's continue. We'll draw your next card and look into what you're manifesting at this moment. I feel that a powerful phase of growth is coming. These two cards are telling me you're about to experience expansion like never before. What's coming into your life is directly connected to your sacred destiny. Right now, you're changing your focus, shifting your attitude, and breaking old patterns. This is happening at the perfect moment, because the universe feels that this is your time to shine. Let's reveal these two cards to see in which area you'll shine next. You've pulled the Eight of Pentacles. I sense you're stepping into an energy of discipline and dedication. You're committing to yourself, to your goals, and to your work. There is a contract coming. It might be something written, something you'll sign, or a verbal agreement with someone to build something meaningful together. I see you focusing on things you truly love. I see you developing new hobbies, learning new skills. This card speaks of hard work, but not the kind that drains you. It's the kind that fulfills you. It's the card of a craftsman who, regardless of how much money he's making, feels 100% satisfied doing what he loves. So I feel this is what's coming into your life. And honestly, no matter what you're earning, which I do feel will be plenty, you'll feel deeply content and centered in doing what you truly enjoy. Now with the Knight of Swords, I sense that someone wants to make you an offer. Someone is seeking you out. Intuitively, I feel this could be someone from your past. I'm being told to mention Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or Capricorn. But these two cards carry different energies. The Eight of Pentacles shows your focus, your dedication, while the Knight of Swords brings a hurried, impatient energy. So I feel that while someone is rushing toward you, you're not available. You're closing the door to people who bring distraction, who break your focus. This could mean that you're entering a time of work, of new projects, and even entrepreneurship. Especially if you're someone involved in the arts, if you're a craftsman, if you build things with your hands, you're going to shine. You might be writing music, composing songs, authoring books, or playing musical instruments like the piano. So what you're manifesting now is powerful, and it's naturally repelling the energy of people who move too fast. After all, true creation and art don't carry the restless energy of the Knight of Swords. That's a hurried energy, and I feel you're cutting ties with someone whose pace no longer matches your own. That's exactly what this card is saying. Let's keep going. We'll draw another card and see what kind of secret is about to be revealed. Your reading is telling me the word gossip. For some reason, I'm getting the sense that you're going to hear some interesting news. Someone is going to share something with you, perhaps about a family member. Someone you know will become the center of a very important story. I'm hearing the words wedding, engagement, and family celebration. Let's draw a card to clarify what this news might be. You've received the Emperor. You may get news about someone, possibly an Aries. I'm also getting Sagittarius, Leo. This is about a commitment. Someone who was completely absent may now reappear in your life. Let's pull another card to further clarify this secret. The next card is Major Arcana number 15, the Devil. This suggests that someone might be making a mistake or is about to repeat a mistake from the past. You might have a conversation with this person to help them step back, to stop them from doing something they've done before that caused a lot of pain or took a lot of effort to recover from. So I feel that you might take on the role of a counselor or a guide to someone who's heading in the wrong direction. You might step in just in time to help a friend, someone close to you, or a family member who's under pressure. Your intervention could be key to helping them avoid a serious mistake. That's what your reading is telling me, literally. Because this may involve a dark energy, as if someone is about to walk directly into the same trap they already escaped once before. Alright, Pisces, let's keep going with your reading. Let's look at your next card and see what kind of energy you're releasing or what the universe recommends you to let go of at this moment. You've received the Sun. I see you shining, I see you happy, I see you content. I see that you won't have time to reconnect with certain old friendships from the past, because the Sun card speaks entirely about your future. You're growing, you're expanding, you're glowing. And when you shine, of course, the magpies arrive, the vultures appear, people come into your life trying to drain your energy. But I feel that you'll stay far away from that type of person. You're going to be distant, because you'll be too focused on manifesting. I feel a powerful light, I feel brightness surrounding you. You may literally be changing the lighting in your home, or this light could be coming from within. You'll be illuminating the lives of others. Intuitively, this card tells me, hugs. You'll be embracing someone. I'm also getting the word guidance. You have a wise piece of advice that could really help someone close to you. I'm being told to tell you, Leo will be important, also Sagittarius. Let's pull another card to clarify. You have the Five of Swords. Right now, you're letting go of something very obvious. This reading is emphasizing that you're a very patient person, a peaceful person. But sometimes others can take advantage of your kindness, of your trust. In this case, I feel you're letting go of someone who abused your patience, someone who pushed too far. I'm being told to mention Gemini and also someone from Aquarius. Whatever the case, I sense that these two cards are completely disconnected. You're distancing yourself from the energy of the Five of Swords. I feel that someone in your life had no shame, someone whose behavior was completely out of line. And now, as you move away from that person, you're discovering your own energy. The moment they are no longer around you, your light starts to shine even brighter. This is a very positive message. Your energy is now clearer, that's what your reading tells me. It's cleaner, it's purer, and that helps you grow. Above all, this card tells you that you're going to see things with clarity, with a great deal of clarity. You may finally understand why someone left your life. You may come to understand why someone crossed your path. This card always speaks about truth, and I feel you are discovering your own truth right now. Let's continue with your reading. We'll draw another card and see what kind of boundaries are forming for you. Do you need to establish some kind of limitation or restriction with someone? Let's ask the tarot. You've drawn the Page of Wands. I feel two things with this card. First, I sense that the boundaries you're breaking right now are the ones tied to your comfort zone. This card always speaks of recognition and expansion. It brings strong Jupiter energy, a sense of curiosity, growth, joy, and crossing borders. You may be about to cross the limits of your town, your region, or your country. A spontaneous trip might be coming into your life. I'm being told that it would be very beneficial for you to take those impulsive trips, not just family vacations or work-related travels, but adventures that help you enjoy life. This is about having the spirit of a wanderer, discovering new places, learning new languages, meeting new people, trying different foods, and experiencing the world through a lens of movement and growth. This card is telling me that you're going to be crossing boundaries in all the right ways. Let's clarify further. You've pulled the Hierophant. It's very likely that movement is coming, especially if you have a special person in your life. A journey is on the horizon, a trip as a couple. And with this card, the Hierophant, it may be this trip is going to bring you and your person much closer together. A honeymoon-type journey is coming, or a vacation, a trip that you'll take with your special someone. The Hierophant suggests that you've both been surrounded by static energy. There's been too much stillness, too much routine, a daily pattern that's been draining you little by little. These two cards, the Hierophant and the Page of Wands, often carry energies that are incompatible. That's why the message here is clear: it's time to rekindle the fire of love. Commitment is important, as the Hierophant represents traditions, spiritual values, religious beliefs, everything that's morally and structurally established. But at the same time, the Page of Wands tells you that sometimes, it's necessary to follow your intuition, to be spontaneous, light-hearted, and to make spontaneous offers to your partner, without overthinking them. So here I feel two energies blending into one. Something serious, yet filled with life and movement. That's what your reading is telling me. Let's continue with your energy. Let's keep uncovering what your tarot says at this moment. Let's look at what's coming into your life from the perspective of money, because I feel there's movement in that area. Your reading tells me intuitively that some money has been blocked or delayed, and now it's finally starting to move. Let's clarify. You've drawn the Nine of Cups. This is a very interesting card when it comes to money. It doesn't necessarily speak of a specific amount entering your life, but it does speak of something important: you deserve to be happy. And the money that comes your way is going to bring you happiness. I feel a strong sense of worthiness, as if you've worked hard, maybe put in extra hours. That payment is coming. A bonus is on its way. It may be completely unexpected, or it could be a bonus you've been waiting for. Either way, it's a recognition. Someone is noticing your effort. The universe is noticing, or maybe your boss is finally seeing what you've done. This card speaks of deep satisfaction. It feels like everything you went through is finally worth it. And this card also carries the message that the one who laughs last, laughs best. So maybe your bonus, if you're working, will be the biggest one in your team or in the entire company. I feel this card is marking a significant wave of energy related to financial abundance. Let's clarify further. The Five of Cups. In terms of money, this card may also indicate that you're still thinking about past situations. Maybe something didn't work this year. A project may have failed, an idea didn't land, a business didn't take off. But this card always represents hope and expectation for what lies ahead. Regardless of what happened, you learned something. You grew. You evolved. Maybe you lost a bit of money, but you gained valuable experience. This card is always an invitation to rescue the good from a difficult situation. Of course, the Five of Cups won't tell you that everything will be joy and success. But it does say that when things don't go the way you hoped, it's important to find the lessons, to filter out the good, and to use that wisdom to begin a completely new, completely abundant, and completely different chapter in your life. Let's continue with your reading, Pisces. Let's clarify more energies in your tarot and see if any kind of difficulty is finally coming to an end. Your reading tells me that something is leaving your life for good. A challenge is being removed. The energy of a person who once bothered you is stepping away. A painful situation that was weighing you down is ending. Let's draw another card to confirm. You've received the Six of Swords. This is a clear ending. You're walking away. You're moving forward. You're seeking calmer, warmer, more peaceful energies. You're leaving behind the drama, the conflict, the noise. You no longer want to look back. Your eyes are set on the future. You're looking up. You're moving forward. You're taking responsibility for the people walking beside you. This makes you human. This makes you a hero. Someone is proud of you right now, Pisces, because you're choosing to walk away from what once felt like a dead end. Let's pull another card. The Two of Wands. A trip is approaching. Travel is on the horizon. Opportunities are unfolding. The Two of Wands suggests that this very decision to distance yourself is opening the path for something much bigger. It may lead you to leave the country, to start over in a completely different place. Even if it doesn't feel clear right now, a huge shift will occur in less than 2 months, especially related to where you live. Now, let's take a quick look at your energy in relation to your special person. What is your current energy, and how is that being perceived by them? You've drawn the Hermit. I feel you're deep in thought, making plans, reflecting on your future. There's a strong sense of silence, of solitude. You're establishing distance. You're creating space. You don't want to be disturbed. This could indicate a temporary separation from your person. You need time. You need peace. In some cases, the Hermit may even represent a complete, permanent separation. You got tired. You felt drained. You were disgusted by a situation that no longer served you. Now, you're carving out your own space. This card always invites you to be very patient with the process. You're moving through something heavy, something dense. But little by little, you're finding your own light again. Even if slowly, you are reigniting your own flame. That's the energy your person is picking up on right now. You are pulling away. You are growing. You are distancing yourself. This can generate a lot of confusion and questions. Your reading says this cold wave of indifference might stir up deep emotions in your person. Now we draw the King of Swords. This card shows a transformation. You're moving from a state of less power to one of more. The King of Swords tells me you're reclaiming your truth. You're activating your clarity. You're regaining your voice. You are becoming more assertive. Perhaps someone had been draining your energy. But by nature, Pisces, you carry the energy of the King of Swords. You are confident. You are clear. You are sharp. You know what you want. But maybe you were dealing with someone who made you feel weak, someone who dimmed your light. So this separation, this distance, may be exactly what you need to recover your balance, your power, and your self-respect. Let's now look at your person's position. What thoughts, feelings, or emotions are they experiencing? We draw the World and the Page of Swords. I feel a strong sense of curiosity. Someone may have walked away from you, but they haven't truly let go. Even from a distance, they're still looking back. This person is staring at what was, at what could have been. They haven't been able to fully accept that your connection has ended. Especially if this is someone with a Gemini sun sign. But I'm also being told to mention Aries and even Pisces. This is someone who played too many games. They weren't ready for you, and now they regret it. They're looking back at their mistakes. The World card tells me that to this person, you were everything. But they're only now beginning to realize it. They're just starting to understand your worth, the role you played in their life. I sense you are dealing with someone irresponsible, someone who left most of the responsibility to you. You gave too much. You took care of too many things. And now, this person is learning the hard way that no one truly appreciates what they have until it's gone. That is the energy they are sitting in right now. And that, Pisces, concludes your tarot reading for today. As always, thank you for being here with me, for exploring all these messages and mysteries through the tarot. For now, we're closing today's session. Remember, if you enjoy these readings, you're always welcome to become a part of this community. For today, we're ending this video. I wish you an excellent day, filled with success, filled with beautiful manifestations, and I'm sure we'll meet again in your next reading.